Hello everyone, welcome to Minifigs in Space. Today I am looking through my old collection of MOCs. I am currently going through some moving and thought it would be a good opportunity to add in some of my recent MOCs. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Ooh. This is one of my favorite ones and actually one of my largest MOCs. It is a Seatron inspired star sub, meaning you can go underwater and also in space. Got an opening compartment there. Now this does have a little speeder that detaches, and I actually only have one of these. I don't know if parts currently to replicate this side yet, but that's a future project. Ooh. This is an old one. It's missing some pieces. The MX Freight Fighter. I took inspiration from the LEGO Atlantis submarine, the Neptune carrier. It has a lowering ramp. It has a little detachable speeder right here. Opens up. Yeah, very simple details. This is a ice planet MOC I started. I actually don't plan on keeping it together. I'm planning on scrapping it, just not happy with the design. I did have little skis at the bottom of it. I removed them for another project. I don't know, the way it came together is just not my favorite. Did have a little compartment back here with the door that's shut, but I removed that for parts as well. Now this is a work in progress. You Power Matters fans, you may recognize the Crystal Sweeper. This is a mostly complete set of the Crystal Sweeper, just disassembled for storage. My plans with this is actually to redesign it and upgrade it with newer parts. You know, I have a lot of the parts. They're unfortunately in storage in another container, so I've not had a chance to tackle this yet. This is another one of my favorites, and this one's actually fully intact. A little classic space speeder. Little weapons that fold out. Opening cockpit. What's unique about this, if you look from the side angle, the cockpit is designed at an angle. It is attached using some special clips. So I just love how the whole thing together. It's very, very sturdy. I cannot pry it apart. But yeah, that's the underside. Yeah, I just love how the shape came together. Curves. Yeah, I just love how the curves came together. Fun little fact, these are little minifigure seats that I use for wings. A little broken apart. This is an old Rock Raiders MOC I made. Opening roll cage for fitting a pilot in there. I tried to upgrade it with some different colors. At the time I didn't have a lot of teal, so I tried using some of this dark orange here, and it looks okay. I think it needs more teal. I'll be keeping this together, but definitely upgrading it in the near future with some dark teal parts I have acquired recently. Now this is a more unique build for me. It is an electric guitar spaceship. As some of you guys may know, I'm a huge Petra fan. Petra was a Christian rock band from the 1970s through early 2000s, and a lot of their album covers had a electric guitar shaped into a spacecraft. This was designed for LEGO Ideas contest years back. This has a little hose attached for attaching a spaceman to for oxygen and tethering. Fun little build. I have hopes to create a larger model of it in the future, but we'll see if that happens. This is a small build. It's a little prison pod for Blacktron. It has a little blast away feature, which I really loved when I designed it. The only unfortunate part is I have to go find that part. It flew across the room. But fun little display for minifigures, if nothing else. Alright, this is my spaceship in a bottle. The ship in a bottle with a Seatron variant of the Space Police Star Patrol. vehicle that I have. Yeah, just for fun. I love this. Now this is the remains of a large Mars mission ship. I did have it submitted on LEGO Ideas at one point. It won an award at my local state fair. And then after that, I put it on LEGO Ideas. It was about a little over a foot long. It's a pretty large model, but very fragile. This is before I was focusing a lot on structure with my MOCs. So it's very fragile and yeah, too much work to put together for now. Here's just a couple small speeders. This is a variant of actually an old building tutorial I did on this channel. This is a little ice planet speeder I did, and I used minifigure doors as wings. And also I used steering wheels as little radar dishes at the bottom. Oh, and here's the rest of that ship. I believe there's, well, there might be pictures of it on my website, I'm not sure. But those are the remains of the more structurally sound section. But it's basically a giant hexagonal structure like this, and in the middle it was very weak. It looks like a bunch of small miscellaneous parts. I like to keep my transparent pieces bagged up so they don't get scratched by rubbing against other harder pieces. This has a mixture of those and some minifigure parts. I might have to look at that. Looks like some minifig parts that I've been wondering where they went to for a while. This used to be one of my favorite ships, and I still like it. It is the Lightning Falcon. It is a Space Police 3 themed spacecraft. And the only thing I changed with the colors was instead of dark green, I had a transparent bright green. And I just gave more of a glowing effect. I used stickers from the Hyperspeed Pursuit, and I did leave the engines the same from that set, but I redesigned everything else. And yeah, I just love how this turned out. Of course, I made person pod removable. I look forward to putting it all back together in the future. Ah, yeah, okay. This was another MOC for an entry on LEGO Ideas. Whoops. Should have put my finger there. It is a radioactive storage tank. I had a lot of fun getting all the slime oozing down. And the title of it was never, I can't remember what the title was, but basically the idea is never dump plant into a reactive waste tank, and it had a plant monster coming up. This is my shot at a flying car. It's missing a couple pieces. One random quirk about me is I love flip-up lights. So I made it to have flip-up lights like the old 1980 Honda cars that I love. Also made it, that's how the minifigures access it, is through the trunk. This is a rough sketch of a MOC I was working on. I don't know if I'll pursue it, but it's a fun idea to play around with. I liked the way the front was going, but don't know what to do for the rest of it. So time will tell if I ever complete this or if I scrap it and repurpose the parts. Ooh, lots of things in here. I won't be able to go through all of them, but I'll pull out some MOCs of interest. There's a little cage I made for power miners for rock monsters. Mech suit I made for a chicken of all things. So yes, a minifigure chicken can fit in there. Oh yeah, I also made a variant of the Turtlebot in the LEGO Ideas Exo Suit. Except all these parts are from 2 or 3 LEGO Creator sets that were produced, I think it was in 2019. So using parts only from that set, I made this, and I honestly like how he turned out. He's definitely a keeper. This is an old one, an old robot I did several years back. I was just trying to be creative with parts, and it's okay. It looks very retro and boxy. Okay, this is random. I made a little chair, and at the bottom, I made it so they can catapult the occupant. This is a classic space supercomputer. Hey, this is a slightly upgraded project I call Blacktron, an idea of a classic space reboot and tread bike with a movable speeder. It's on LEGO Ideas if you want to check it out. It's an old project, it expired, but still might be worth checking out just for fun. This is also on LEGO Ideas. I really love this cockpit combination. This is one of my favorite ships of all time that I've designed. I also like this variant, how I created the window. These rockets are adjustable. Flaps open up. Nothing too special, but I just like the shape. Woo! Ooh, okay. I was wondering where this went. This is a Galaxy Squad, Blue Squad car, and yeah, just a futuristic hover car for the Galaxy Squad. I was wondering where my other minifigure of Solomon Blaze went. I actually got two Exo Suit sets at one point. I was mainly after the minifigures, and it was cheaper just to buy a couple of sets. I did a lot of upgrades to this actually. I added a driller arm to it, and I also fixed the arms. So one thing that these are prone to do is just pop apart, and just right here, connecting a bar into that. My solution, use a transparent piece. Yep, a transparent lightsaber blade, and because the transparent colors are a different plastic, it has more of a stickiness to it, and it stays in a lot firmer than the original set where it had just light bluish gray rods. So that's my proposed fix. Missing some parts, but I had more antennas. Not too much of the back, but redid the legs a little bit, the feet especially, and the pilot cage. I just saw this on looking through my old YouTube channel videos, I just saw this, the Galaxy Squad, Galaxy Quad. So just a little quad bike for Galaxy Squad, nothing much. If you really want to see it, you can find a tutorial on it on my channel. It's not a good tutorial though, trust me, it's really old and outdated. Alright, another Mars Mission MOC. This is a Mars Mission pickup truck with suspension. So, had a lot of fun creating it, a really random concept. Even has a little roll cage. So, yeah, fun little truck. This is a project also in the works. It is a hideout for Space Police villains. It is a cafe, and they use it as a sort of cover business to do the illegal crime. It had a teleporting station on top. The idea, there's no stairs or elevators, so the idea is that they're teleported from each layer. I was calling it the teleportivator. It's kind of broken apart. But yeah, lots of fun little details, making a little kitchen area inside. So, graffiti, of course, for just any sketchy business. Like, yeah, I thought I'd add a fun detail. This is an old one, missing several parts, but it is Mars Mission themed, and I enjoyed how it came together. Also has little doors on the side. For a long time, I loved Hero Factory, and personally, I think it's still a really fun theme. This is a custom minifigure I did of me as a Hero Factory robot. I believe it called him Corin, but mixture of transparent purple and transparent, bright transparent neon green with silver. Oh yeah, this is a transformer. I would put it back together a little bit more. It's missing some parts, but it is a transforming rover into a walker for the LEGO Creator theme, and I used parts only found in that set for it. Just for the record, this is what the whole cockpit looks like. I found it finally. You know, I wasn't going to show it, but I'm going ahead and going to put it into its transformation mode. Alright, this is what it looks like as a rover. This is what it looks like as a walker. Oh yeah, this is the Rock Monster Hunter, a power mounted vehicle. It is not very practical for mining, but I hooked up a little drill to it and has a net launcher in the back. And it's basically a giant quad bike. I did upgrade it in the years since I posted on LEGO Ideas. Oh yeah, this is an old classic space mine I built with a little storage container. Oh, there we go. I love the rock layers. I do want to piece together and remodel it in the future a little bit, make it a little bit more detailed. This is the interior. Have some large crystals I designed on a couple of my award-winning MOCs. I really love how it turned out. But yeah, could use a little bit more work, but basically the idea is a mesa on an alien planet, and they turn it into a mine. You remember the little blue ship I showed earlier? This was the first version I built of it. Didn't have very big rockets, and I thought the overall design could be improved. But this was a good prototype, and I like to keep it together just because, you know, points back to what the original one was based off of. I was experimenting with Rock Raiders vehicles, Rock Raider speeders, and this is what I came up with. Probably won't keep it together, but it was fun little design. And the remnants of a power miner mech I did with a adjusting drill to go forward like that. Is the MX Scorpion. It's a Mars mission rovers. Missing some parts, but hey, just thought I'd throw it in there for the record. And this tub is just full of a bunch of miscellaneous transparent parts, keeping them separate so they don't get scratched. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is a long video, and it's just going through some of my old MOCs. I know some of you guys enjoy seeing what I build, and I just figured since I'm reorganizing, might as well record so you could enjoy them with me, just kind of travel down memory lane with me. And I'm hoping to have videos of these in the future, and also to restore and to possibly upgrade several of these. So please let me know which one your favorites were.